6th century BC, ancient Greece. One man's ambition created an era of terror and suffering. His name was Phalaris. He was not just a king, he was a tyrant, ruling with fear and merciless cruelty. Originally, he was an architect tasked with building the Temple of Zeus, but his greed for power consumed him. He gathered his armed men and overthrew the king, seizing the throne.
This kingdom is now mine. Anyone who dares defy me will drown in their own blood.
His words became reality. Anyone who opposed him was brutally executed.
Who dares to challenge my rule? Let them come forward, so I may carve my judgment into their flesh.
Yet, the thing he feared most was his own downfall.
I will never fall. If anyone dares to betray me, they will suffer a fate far worse than death.
One day, Phalaris summoned a man. His name was Phalaris, a renowned sculptor and scientist from Athens.
I have heard that your sculptures are truly magnificent. Then, create a masterpiece for me.
Your Majesty, what kind of masterpiece do you desire?
One that will make all who see it tremble in fear. Something that will make the people understand that defying me means suffering beyond their imagination.
Your Majesty, I am an artist. I create beauty, not terror.
If what you create does not please me, your family will pay the price. Now, make your choice. Will you leave behind your art, or will you and your family be erased from history?
And so, Phalaris, the artist, became the creator of one of the cruelest devices in history. Night after night, he worked tirelessly. His hands, once meant for crafting beauty, were now shaping a tool of pure horror. And finally, it was complete. It was no ordinary sculpture. It was a monument of agony.
What is this?
Your Majesty, this is no ordinary statue. Inside this bull, a prisoner can be locked away, and beneath its belly, a fire can be lit. As the heat intensifies, the prisoner inside will slowly roast alive. Their skin will blister, their flesh will cook, their screams will never be heard outside.
Magnificent.
And there is one more feature. A trumpet is placed inside the bull's mouth. When the victim screams, their cries will echo as the wailing of a beast, as if the bull itself is alive.
Yes, yes, this will strike terror into all who hear it. From now on, all who betray me will sing their final song inside this bull. Bring forth the first prisoner.
Phalaris' face turned deathly pale. The prisoner standing before him was himself.
Your Majesty, this is my creation. Surely you don't mean to—
Oh, but of course I do. Who better to demonstrate its power than its own creator?
No, no, please, Your Majesty. I built this for you. I am loyal to you. Have mercy.
Lock him inside.
I beg you, don't do this. I created this for you.
The fire was lit. The bronze began to glow red. Inside, Phalaris writhed, his flesh searing, his screams turning into something inhuman.
Now, this is true artistry.
But Phalaris' rule did not last forever. Soon a rebellion rose and the tyrant was overthrown.
You created this instrument of suffering. Now you shall experience it yourself.
No, you cannot do this to me. I am your king. Please.
And so, Phalaris met the same fate as his victims. His cries echoed through the city, his final song of agony. The brazen bull was thrown into the sea, but its horrifying legend remains. Today it is displayed in a museum in Belgium. It may look like just another statue, but if you listen closely, perhaps the echoes of its victims still remain. Can you hear them? The voices of the damned, trapped forever inside? If you want to hear more real-life crime stories, subscribe and like.